The actuality of Mr. Morten Veland and Sirenia is this, the album Riddles, Runes and Revelation that came out Friday, just fresh. Thank you for the interview, Morten. What do you feel by the album now who is on the market?
It feels great, it's been a long time working on this album, and also it was kind of a complicated album to make due to the pandemics that broke out like just a few days before we were supposed to start our recording sessions.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was kind of complicated, and we had to change our plans a lot. And Emmanuel's ticket was cancelled, and we had to rebook that several times. Always ended up being cancelled again, and so at the end of the day, the album was delayed something like 6 months or so. So yeah, it was a it was a challenging album to make for sure. So it feels even greater to finally have it finished and also released at this moment.
Yeah, when an album is finished and go to the market, is it the same sensation than I don't know, having a baby, for instance?
I wouldn't take it that far, but it definitely means a lot. It kind of marks the end of a 2-year period of work.
Yeah.
So it always feels really great to have finished that project, and finalize it and release it. And of course, after working so long on it, it's also really exciting to share it with our fans and to hear what they think about the album. And I mean, the only thing that is a bit frustrating with this album and releasing it, is that due to the pandemics, we're not able to go touring as we normally do when we release a new album. And after spending so much time in the studio, we always look forward to go traveling and playing again. And with this album, it's going to be different, at least for some time. I really don't know when it will be possible for us to go on tour again, but I definitely don't think it will be anytime soon. I don't really have high expectations of the time now, at least not before summer. Hopefully after summer we will see some really positive signs and good progress. And so hopefully, by the end of the year, things will come back to a more normal kind of state.
So this album is the 10th album of Sirenia and 20 years of Sirenia. Congratulations. It was a very, very long journey, a long run.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it really has been a long run, 20 years. And, looking back at this, it doesn't really seem like 20 years at all. It seems like more like 5 years or something like that. So I really do wonder where all those years went,
Yeah.
But it's been a fantastic ride, and we had a lot of fun over the years. We've been working quite hard, releasing now our 10th album. So, we also feel kind of fortunate, to have been able to be around for so many years and to release so many albums, and that we still have fans, that want to listen to our music. So we feel very honored about that, and it's always a pleasure for us, to release a new album, and every time we put just as much energy and thought and hard work into our albums.
Remember this album, Riddles, Runes and Revelations, the new Sirenia album. What is your expectation for this album, Morten?
I think it's a really, really strong album. It has really great songs on it. It's Sirenia with a new and kind of refreshed sound and style, I would say. And I really think that the fans are are gonna enjoy it as soon as they get, a week or two to listen through it a couple of times. And we're already starting to get really good feedback on the album already. I know that some of the fans were a bit skeptical after we released our first single, Addiction Number One. It's the song on the album that is most different from anything that we have done before. So I think some of the fans were maybe a bit shocked of the direction or of that song, being maybe too different for some of the fans. I think maybe now after they kind of digested the song a bit and been listening to it for some weeks, it seems that more and more people also start getting into that song. But the album is very diverse, I think, and there's plenty of material in there that is typical Sirenia stuff, and there's a lot of new stuff in there. So I think there will be a little bit for everybody on that album, whether they prefer old stuff from the band, or whether they prefer the latest years, or whether they're hoping for something totally new. I think there will be a little bit in there for everybody.
Okay. Do you read the comments of the bands on your page, or on forums, or on groups, Facebook groups, on your Instagram?
Yeah, we try to keep track of that. I think the rest of the guys are more active on social media than me, but I definitely try to stay a little bit updated as well, and to see what's going on and all that. So yeah, the band is definitely following those things. Yeah.
Yeah.